Hey, I'm Cordell McDonald, and welcome back to another episode of the MacWhoadie podcast.
I'm Joshua Okwezu. I just ate some grapes and they were very good.
You want to tell them the big news, or should I tell them?
And what's the big news? I already forgot.
Lions back in the NFC Championship
Lions
game. I
are
can't
back
believe you didn't know it right off the rip.
in the NFC Championship. They're playing.
First time in my life, so it might as well as be first time ever.
Man,
It feels good. I should have my Lions beanie on right now.
This is-
I'm pumped up. I'm excited. I got friends that aren't even fans of football that are excited. If you even like sports, you should be excited.
And you got friends that are fans of football and they're just excited as you are. Because I'm excited for the Lions, man.
I appreciate you. I appreciate Doolin. I appreciate everybody riding with me on this journey. Because I'm living and dying off every drive. Sometimes we go 3 and out, and I go, God dang, man. But in Ben Johnson, we trust.
Hey, it's been a long career for you to be a Lions fan because you never seen any ups, mostly downs. You've probably seen one up, but it wasn't an up.
I think I've seen 3 playoff games.
3 playoff games. How many wins?
I think 11, 16, and 18. We went to the playoffs.
Okay, and were they wins or did y'all lose? Or?
You ain't never won a playoff game.
You never won a playoff game in your lifetime.
No, the first one felt great. At winning 2, I did the math. The last time we won 2 playoff games, the Lions won 2 playoff games in the same season, my dad was 1 year old.
Dang, that had to be. I don't even.
That was 67.
60, 19.
No, 57. I'm sorry, 57.
Golly. So it's been a minute since we've seen.
1957, the last time we won 2.
It's been a minute since we've seen the Lions.
I don't even know if they had Super Bowls then.
It's been a minute since we've seen the Lions success. I don't think I've ever seen much Lions success, but I'm really pumped for y'all, man. I like y'all's chances against the 49ers. Brock Purdy is a system quarterback. He's not a game changer. If the system isn't working, Brock Purdy isn't working. So if y'all can throw off the system early, y'all got a chance.
Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. I think Jared Goff is the best game manager in the league.
He is.
And I'm happy to have that on my team. I think we got the best offensive line in the league. Happy to have that.
Don't sleep on the D line.
I think people sleep on our defensive line, our front 7.
I'm not one of those people that sleep. I'm woke on the D line.
Dude, I'm very excited. I was saying before the playoffs that, hey, I was like, I want the 49ers. Like, I want to see the 49ers in the NFC Championship. And some people were like, you're crazy, dude. You do not want to see them. And then after Green Bay, they're like, okay.
They're very vulnerable.
Y'all might have a shot.
Yeah, they're very vulnerable.
Yeah, I think we got more than a shot, man. I think we're going to take it.
I feel like their secondary isn't their secondary isn't ready for the physicality of Amon St. Brown. Like, I feel like when he goes up and catches a football, it's like he's snagging a interception down like a DB. Like, when he goes up for that ball, he's coming down with it.
Dude, he's got that dog in him.
He does have that dog.
You should have known that from when he was remembered all, was it 6, 7 receivers taken before him?
Yeah.
He's like a 4th round draft pick. But we have plenty of weapons.
Where do you go to college?
Gibbs is one of USC.
USC, okay. So he went to a very respectful college, but he just went late in the draft. I guess teams were sleep on him. The Lions were super woke.
Oh yeah, we knew.
Yeah,
we knew. We would have drafted him earlier if we needed to. But yeah, as soon as they drafted him, I mean, Goff hit him up and was like, "Hey, you're gonna be a big part of this offense."
He was like, "I know, I'm ready.
Man.
I'm ready."
And he was ready. But we got weapons everywhere. I mean, we got Gibbs and David Montgomery.
Bro, you know who Gibbs reminds me of?
Kamara.
I see a little bit of that. He reminds me of a younger Todd Gurley. You know how Todd Gurley first came in the league before the injuries? He was very when he.
I don't know if they have the same style.
I mean, I'd say the physicality a little bit, but I feel like he had the speed that Todd Gurley once had before the injuries, of course. But yeah, that's what he reminds me of.
We got the best rookie tight end ever.
Laporta, man. He said he's the next Aaron Hernandez. I don't know how I felt about that, but that's what he said.
Nobody said that he was the next Aaron Hernandez. You said he was the next Aaron Hernandez.
I seen it, bro. I sent you the screenshot. We talked about this.
He's the next Travis Kelce. He's the real 87.
I hope he doesn't start dating Taylor Swift. I'm just tired of.
He's going to date Rihanna.
Nah, she married, bro. She got to date Jessica Simpson or something.
I think Laporta's got to shoot higher.
Yeah, Paris
He's going to be better than Travis Kelce. That's bold to say. And I'm just talking with pride for my team right now. But hey, Jameson Williams going to score on he's going to score on Sunday.
Okay.
You can go ahead and lock that in your bets. I know we'll talk about bets in a minute, but I really think the Lions match up well. If we just want to talk about matchups, like I think that Aaron Jones and the Packers show that you can run the ball against that defense.
And y'all can definitely run the ball.
That's what the Lions do best.
Yeah.
Like, we're one of the best rushing teams in the league.
Yeah.
And I really think we're going to run the ball for over 100 yards.
Okay.
David Montgomery's going to score.
Yeah.
I think Jameson Williams is going to score.
Okay.
And I think St. Brown's going to score.
Let's go Lions. Let's go.
Lock it.
What's the score? What's the final score you predicting? Or do you want to predict the final score? You just got Lions dub. Because I don't want to predict the score, but I'm
35-31 Lions.
35-31 Lions. You heard it first. The Lions will win 35-31 this Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers with game manager Brock Purdy leading.
Best game manager in the league, Jared Goff.
Hey, let's go.
Proud of him.
But yeah, man.
You want to talk about the other matchup? Personally, I'm not even looking at the other matchup. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
If the Lions were in a Super Bowl, it would just be an awesome moment as a fan of a team to just, to get to see them. It's cool to see them in the NFC Championship game, but see them in the Super Bowl, that'd be amazing.
But so that'd be really cool. I want to talk about the other side too, because I think this is going to be a good game, but I feel like it's going to be a shootout. Whoever has the ball last will win the game. If
it's hard to say.
Go ahead.
It's just hard to say anybody's going to beat Baltimore.
Yeah, that's what
Baltimore is.
I'm betting with Baltimore, but I think it's going to be a shootout because Lamar is going to go into play.
But also, Patrick Mahomes has the best winning percentage or record in the playoffs, I think, ever.
That's one reason I want him to lose. I'm tired of seeing him in the Super Bowl.
I think he's 14-3 in the playoffs.
He is, man. He's too good in the playoffs. Like
if you just have a 14-3 season. Damn, you had a great season.
I'm just saying the Bills
14-3 in the playoffs.
The Bills make that kick. The Bills might win, possibly could win that game. But
let's talk about that kick.
A 41-yarder.
Have you ever seen a kick? Say it again.
I think it was a 44, 41.
That's makeable. It's makeable for the NFL.
You getting paid to kick in the NFL. You can make that.
But also, have you ever seen a kick that just not blocked and had no shot of ever even getting close to being made?
You never looked at that kick and was like, okay, it could pop. It never could go in.
And there was never a moment. As soon as it left his foot, you're almost like, what just happened? It had to have been tipped or swatted. No.
I think
it was just shanked.
I think, honestly, when he came out there, he knew he was going to miss. He knew he had no chance of kicking that.
You think it was the nerves and it got to him?
It was the nerves.
Moment in the Bills Stadium and –
it was the nerves. He had missed a couple of games before. I think he missed one in this game, but yeah, he definitely was unconfident. He received death threats after the game, of course, like any other person would after a loss like that. But
it ain't that serious. But dude, it was so bad.
Yeah,
but it was so bad, and I felt so bad for Buffalo. Like they've had this monkey on their back of the Kansas City Chiefs for 4 or 5 years now. It feels like, and they were just. Hadn't been able to get over the hump. Nope. Patrick Mahomes has never come to Buffalo. When he did, there was no fans because of COVID.
Nope.
So,
man, you know what's crazy?
Like, this was their moment. They're like, this is real Buffalo weather. You're coming. We're playing in the cold. You got to come through us.
And he
did.
On that missed field goal drive, it was 2nd down. Josh Allen goes for the home run in the end zone. He has Stephon Diggs open. Probably would have got a 1st down, but it would have made the kick a lot less 40-yarder, But
so you're saying you can't put it all on Tyler Bass?
You can because he missed the 44 makeable field goal, but you got to put a little bit on Josh Allen for not I think he was just trying to do too much.
It's a little bit on all of them. Defense could have stepped up and not allowed as many points.
Stephon Diggs fumbled in the game early.
So bad. Did you see the video of what they were calling the Trail of Tears?
No, I didn't.
It was just Buffalo Bills fans all just walking, heads down. Yeah. And you hear somebody in the back just go, Tyler Bass, what the hell, man? You ruined my life.
Dang.
And it's almost comic. It is comical to see him so crushed, but I get it, man. It was just a terrible kick.
I said that same thing.
Some people saying it's rigged. I think Buffalo Wild Wings called the refs, turned the fans on.
Yeah, I said the same thing after.
Kick, right.
I said the same thing after that one guy dropped that ball on 4th and 1, and the quarterback put the pass behind him.
What about the DeMar Hamlin play?
Oh, that was a play that never had a chance. Talk about stuff that never had a chance. That never had a chance.
Well, it was like 4th and 3. Was it? I mean, it was.
It was 4th and not fake puntable. That's what it was. It was 4th and not.
You don't think they should have gone for it?
Nah.
I like the idea of going for a fake punt.
I don't.
Some people say that's like a Week 8 play and not like a chance to go to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, you got to kick that, but I don't think it mattered because the touchback happened on that drive for the Chiefs. So I mean, but I think they should have punted the ball. But that play didn't lose them the game though. It was that one kick that never had a chance.
The kick was kind of the most memorable play, and it's because it was so bad. Like if it doinks off, it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah, but he shanked it wide.
Maybe it does, but it was just so awful.
Dang,
I can't get past it.
I can't either. I wonder if
I've never seen a kick like that ever in the Professional Football League that has just so poorly.
You see those kind of misses from
going
60.
to the uprights and where it finished.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the Chiefs, they barely got by because of that kick. You think Justin Tucker finna miss a 44-yarder with the game on the line?
He ain't gonna miss a 64-yarder.
That's what I'm saying. Like he ain't missing nothing.
But he's the GOAT. Tyler Bass is not the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. Bro, the game's gonna be tied 28-28. 10 seconds left. It's 4th and 10 at the, let's see, they're at the 45. They're on 45, and the game is gonna come to that kick. Do you think the Buffalo Bills would even attempt to make that long of a field goal? No. But Justin Tucker's going to go out there and hit a 67-yarder to win the game and take them to the Super Bowl. That's how the game's going to end.
Yeah. Justin Tucker feels like an assassin.
Yeah, I feel like he's a cheat code.
Steph Curry at the free throw line.
Facts.
Or
Steph Curry at the three-point line. He's that good.
He is. But yeah, I really don't think the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs are going to keep it close. From my perspective, as a guy that just wants to see the Lions win it all, don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I am like looking ahead, thinking. Sorry, these freaking dogs right here. I don't want to get their audio on the mic.
You're good.
But we played the Chiefs week 1 on a Thursday, opening night of the season.
Yeah.
And we beat them. We ran a fake punt, by the way.
It worked.
We scored on that drive.
Yes, sir.
And we also played the Ravens this year, and they beat us so bad. I'm pretty sure they turned the game off early. Like it was one of the few national televised games.
I never got to turn the game to check on the game. It was already over by the time I turned on the game.
It was at least 28-0 at halftime, and I don't know if we ever scored. Yeah, we might have got on the board.
It was just a bad game. It happens. NFL, Lamar Jackson.
But so do you think if they were to see each other again, like
that same thing happens? Nah.
We'll at least keep it closer, but I want to win. Like it doesn't matter about keeping it close in the Super Bowl.
So would you rather?
I can't get ahead of myself, dude. I can't be talking like that.
Y'all got the 49ers coming up, and they are dangerous. Y'all just got to focus.
Yeah,
on
we got to take care of business. But hey, so like I said, I was trying to lock in the Jameson Williams touchdown.
Okay.
And the David Montgomery touchdown.
Man.
And I know you said you wanted to learn more about sports gambling and sports betting.
Yeah, so I think this summer.
Talk about that right now?
I think this summer I'm going to start studying sports, the statistics over this past season, and I really want to learn. I really want to start gambling on football week 1 of next season. So I don't want this just to be something that I do just for fun. I want to actually win and make some money. And treat this as an investment instead of just something I waste my money on. So that's why I'm going to
that's definitely a way to do it. You don't want to do it as like a hobby.
Yeah,
some people they're just in it for the thrill and they don't care. They lose. They expect to lose. When they win, great.
I don't find
they lose, okay.
I don't find any thrill in losing money.
No, I don't think anybody does.
But like I said, I just want to.
Hey, as your friend, I guess I should say, well, the house always wins. That's what they say.
With a house,
and Yeah. It's like when you're gambling at a casino, the casino's the house.
Oh,
The house
okay.
always wins.
So you saying FanDuel is all
Also, don't gamble more than you can afford to lose.
facts?
And that's my tips to you as your friend.
Yeah. I'm
But
gonna just start at the minimum with that and just work my way up. But yeah, like I said, I want to treat it as an investment
I've
instead of a hobby.
I've gambled a few times. One of my biggest bets was last year on the 49ers in the playoff. I had like a 4-leg parlay on the 49ers and it hit.
Mm.
Won like $70, nothing big. So I'm like up all time in my gambling, but I probably made like 5 bets in my life.
Okay.
And
Well,
I've missed on some.
it
But
happens.
overall I'm up. I don't know. A gamble is not my thing. I'm scared to lose money.
Me too. I don't like losing money. That's why I'm saying I want to study and I want to know what I'm doing and like who I'm betting on. Like if they don't, I'm the type to like if they don't win for me, I'm gonna like DM them and say, hey, you owe me $25 because I lost my money on you this week. Maybe they'll cash up.
They don't care about your
Maybe they'll
parlay.
cash up me some money. Maybe they'll block me. Who knows? But just know I did
But
my job.
I mean, and I used to do those paper bets, and I did some of them with you, and I would go down the whole script of games,
Uh huh.
and I would go through and I pick the spreads. And I did that 2 seasons ago, and overall I had a winning record by a pretty significant margin.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I started doing it this year, and then I kind of fell off. But also, I don't think I was winning. I think I was
Yeah.
picking wrong early this season.
And you was like, dang, I'm
Um,
glad I didn't bet because I would have lost some money here.
yeah, so all that's paper bets. Like I
Yeah.
just go down on a piece of paper and I write and I pick who I think I would win, and it's cool to see if I'm doing good or if I'm not, if I'm on a heater.
Okay.
But it's something we should, and I think we should start broadcasting our picks. Like I think we could have like our own MacWhoadie gambling show, MacWhoadie slips and picks.
And we can invite other
Um,
people on the show and they can place bets too if they want to.
yes,
So
we could
if
have a guest picker every week.
so if you're listening or
I
watching
think it's
this,
something we should do. I think next season we should definitely have like a football sports betting show that we talk about our picks and who we like that week and who we don't like that week, and teams that are hot, teams that are not, lines that are
I already
wrong.
got the name.
Let's hear it.
Bet. Exclamation mark. Bet.
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 Exclamation mark. I saw it. You didn't have to say it. I saw it.
Bet.
Write it down. That's a good idea.
Bet. So yeah. So if you're listening or watching this, just know we're producing a gambling show called Bet. If you want to gamble, make some bets, hit us up.
We'll have the advice. Remember, I feel like I'm most versed in NFL.
Yeah, that's.
I could talk about my opinions on the NBA, but I'm not watching as much NBA, especially early in the regular
it's
season.
so many games with the regular season, and that can get complicated. So I'm gonna just stick to football and play some bets on that, because it's not that many.
Yeah.
It's not that many games, and you don't have to keep up with a bunch of players like you do in the NBA.
But this is something that we can start working on even in the off season when the schedules get released. And we
Oh.
could go ahead and we could talk about predictions for each teams and when expected wins, they'll be like 9.5, 8.5.
Right. So any Colts games, y'all just hit me up because I got all the inside info on the Colts. AR is doing good. He starts throwing the football next month. Gonna be a great season next season. Excited to be a Colts fan. Just had to throw that in there, man. You know I'm a big Colts fan.
What about fantasy football? You think you got some good fantasy football advice?
I do, and I got a quarterback who I'm drafting. I just mentioned him, AR. I don't think anybody's gonna be looking to draft him, but I'm gonna pick him up.
Nobody's seen the tape on him.
They haven't. But we've been keeping it on.
They've seen 6 quarters.
It was 8, but we
It was 8 quarters.
I don't think anyone is like looking to draft him, so I'm gonna steal him late, and he's gonna be my breakout superstar. He's gonna help me out.
For like the past 2 years, I've always gotten Tua Tagovailoa real late, and he does fine.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna get AR late.
Tyreek Hill is gonna get him the yards. He's gonna get him the touchdowns.
Would you draft AR on your football team? No, you wouldn't. I'm drafting him. So yeah, I got AR as
I'm not gonna be looking to draft AR early.
Yeah.
I'm never looking to draft a quarterback early though.
Me neither. But it's gonna be like one of those like second to last picks. I get AR just because he's out there, and because I expect
And like
him to
from
have
my outlook, watching you as like a fantasy football player, I've seen you play probably 3-4 seasons now. I don't know
yeah.
how many.
What you think?
I look at your team, I'm always think, well, Josh, this squad just ain't it. And then you're always there. It's like, dang, Josh has got the best record in the league. Josh is gonna make the playoffs.
People gonna sleep on you, but you just gotta be awake in life. Because I think I finished pretty good, but I start off real good and I go on a losing streak, and it just takes me out of contention. But I feel like I was competitive all season.
Yeah, and it kind of is demotivating when you lose like a star running back like a Nick Chubb or a Todd Gurley, and then somebody sends you a GIF with music over his knee injury.
Or like the next week, someone picks up all the running backs and you can't even play a good running back because they got all the running backs on their team, which we should probably make that a rule, but that's just my opinion. You can't pick up all the running backs when my star running back is hurt. It's called cheating. I just wanted one back.
There is a limit on how many running backs you can pick up.
And you had...
I think currently the limit is... It might be... Dang, it might be 8. Somewhere between... It's like 7 or 8, I think.
You don't understand what happened, bro. I lost the running back. This guy picks up all the running backs. And the running back that put us up the most points, he had him on his bench. Didn't even play that running back that week. And he ended up losing. I was like, that's what you get for picking up all the running backs.
So... I'm the commissioner of our league, and I've already had people reach out to me and talk about rule changes.
This is one of the rule changes we should put it in place. This is the rule change, one of many ways.
Hey, I think next year I will try to get ahead of it a little early, like a month early.
We need to get on the conference call.
Maybe we get on it in like July.
We get on the conference call, FaceTime.
Yeah, we gotta have everybody's opinions laid out. We'll put out the current format of the rules. We'll talk about the maximum running backs you can have right now.
You can't get all of them.
I've already had people come and bring up like the schedule because this one player was like doing really good, and he had the 49ers players, and the 49ers players had to sit during what was our playoffs.
Oh,
and so his best players weren't playing in the playoffs.
Oh, dang.
And he felt real penalized with that. He also lost because of that. No Christian McCaffrey hurts.
Dang, that's crazy. I bet he didn't lose his running back early.
We'll have some rule changes. And if you're listening right now, go ahead and post a comment of like rules you have in your league, what you think's good, half points, full point.
Also, post if you think my rule makes sense because I want other people's feedback on it. I think it makes sense.
How many running backs do you think you should be allowed to have?
Especially when you're not playing these running backs and they're just sitting on your bench. But yeah, that's just my thought.
How many running backs can you have?
So I think maximum 3. This guy had 5.
3 running backs?
Yeah.
That's too few.
How's that too few?
I gotta have at least 4 running backs.
Okay, at least 4. 4 makes sense because you got 2 starting, and you could either
seems like the bare minimum.
All right, so 4. So
I feel like if I was in a situation where I didn't have 4 running backs on my squad, I would feel like, well, we got to hope these 3 guys are solid, or we got holes in our squad somewhere.
Right. So you can make it a rule. You can have 4 running backs, but you can't have all 4 on your bench. Or wait, never mind. You can't have 2 of them.
You're gonna be playing them.
You're right. You can't have 2 of them on your bench though. You can't just be having running back. I don't know, man. We got to make a rule somehow. The 4 makes sense, but you can't have 6 running backs.
I think the limit might be 6 right now, honestly. It might have been 8. I'll be honest. It might be 8.
So if 3 of your players on the bench for your starting week is on running backs on the bench, I don't think you should have those running backs because you probably already got 3 starting and you got 3 just sitting on the bench. That's just my opinion.
Like you're just mad. You ain't got no running backs, dude.
Yeah, my running back got hurt.
You should have drafted more running backs.
I did. I just counted on this one guy to put points, but he got hurt.
Hey, well, I gotta take a quick intermission. Can you hold this down for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, I can hold it down, man.
ABC, very unprofessional of me, but hold on, I gotta go for 1 second. Can you hold this down?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm sorry, man. I'll be quick.
I got you. All right. So as I was saying earlier, I do not like the Chiefs. I feel like the whole Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift thing has gotten out of hand. I'm sick of seeing her on football, and I wish they would just stop showing her. She's not even playing the game. She's in the crowd swag surfing with Mama Mahomes and Mama Kelce. Like, you're just having too much fun. Like, let us watch football. We don't want to see Taylor Swift and the Travis Kelces. Sorry, man. I have to vent about Travis Kelce and the Taylor Swift thing. It just kind of got out of hand.
Have you been seeing the post as like Lamar is Captain America?
Nah, I didn't see that one.
I've been seeing like all this stuff. Like only one hero can save us, and it shows Lamar like with the Captain America shield and walking up.
Yeah, they gonna be turning Baltimore. I'm just tired of seeing Taylor Swift, man. She has like this guy who's been in her apartment 30 times in the past 3 months, like stalking her, and it's not Tony Romo either.
Why do you think it'd be Tony Romo?
Because every time they call a Chiefs games, Tony Romo is all over Patrick Mahomes and Taylor Swift. Like, that's all he ever talks about. Every other word is either Patrick Mahomes is great or Taylor Swift is in the stands dancing with my Mahomes and swag surfing, doing all this cool stuff. Like, I'm just tired of it, man. That's why I don't want them to be in the Super Bowl, because Usher is performing and I want that to be all about Usher and not Taylor Swift. That's all I got on that topic.
Something I want to talk about that's like a little bit topical right now was the snow days that just went down.
Hey, it was snowing in Mag.
Yeah, it was snowing all over Arkansas. It was snowing all over the southern states.
There's still some snow here. It's kind of frozen.
It was just kind of ice?
Yeah, big ice. That's all.
But did y'all get like powdery snow, like soft snow?
I don't think so. I think it was just ice, bro. It was slippery and slidey and not too fun to drive in.
Not at all. I didn't drive for 2.5, 3.5 days.
I only drove because I had the Ford. If I would have had the Impala, I wouldn't have even chanced it.
You got 4-wheel drive?
Nah, it's only just drive. Bro, I said,
you didn't need it, though.
Someone asked me that one time, and I was like, nah, it's only 3-wheel drive. And he was like, 3-wheel drive. And the person that I normally hang out with, Doolin, he just started laughing. He was like, I thought you were joking, because that would have been a good joke to use. I was like, nah, I really just didn't know. I know it's not 4-wheel drive. I said 3. I don't understand what the big deal with 4-wheel drive is. I never understood that.
It's like in 2-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure only the back 2 wheels are what's giving it the force and the torque to propel it forward. And you just navigate with the front 2 wheels.
Okay.
But in 4-wheel drive, all 4 are giving torque and giving power. It gives you better grip, but you're not supposed to drive as fast on it.
Okay.
That's simple. If you're ever in like wet, muddy, icy conditions, if you got 4-wheel drive, I suggest using it. Okay. I had to use mine during the snowstorm.
You got 4-wheel drive?
For people that grow up in the South, say again?
You got 4-wheel drive on your truck?
I have 4-wheel drive.
Lit, bro. That's nice. I never even thought about it that much. I thought
it comes in handy. I mean, growing up, like we had some property on some muddy back roads, so having 4-wheel drive to kind of access that was necessary.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. I just figure all tires are moving, but it makes sense now. Next truck I'll get will be 4-wheel drive.
It could be useful, especially in the snow days.
Because I don't
know. Me, I love seeing the snow fall down. I think just watching it fall, just.
What all did you do during the snow days?
So last year we got some snow, and I wanted to get out in the snow. I wanted to play, and I wanted to make a snowman, but we didn't get that much snow. So I made like a snow dwarf. Okay. And it took up all the snow. I took up all the snow in my yard.
You got a picture?
It was not very tall, but it was still fun to make it. And growing up, we used to have like snowball fights, and we would make snow angels, and we would try to find a hill and go sledding in. Yeah. And dude, that's what it's about. You remember school getting canceled?
Yeah, I love that, bro. I remember SAU got canceled for like a whole week, our freshman second semester.
That was fun. Snow week.
Snow week.
Whole week. Yeah, in a college town.
Chilling.
We could still drive.
Yeah.
But I guess like SAU had so many people that commuted to that school that if you couldn't transit to commute to your classes, they had to cancel them.
Even even most faculty had to commute, and they probably wasn't trying to drive in it. So it was a lot of snow that week. Yeah.
It was fun though.
It was fun.
All we did was just play around in the snow. It was fun.
Lit. But
I mean, dude, this past snow, I just bundled up inside. I stayed warm. I binged TV, read books.
You cook?
We made like a pot of soup one day.
Yeah, I made homemade chicken noodle soup, and it was fire.
Dude, yeah, the soup hit better on a snow day.
Right.
I think there's something magical about the snow day, but also by the second or third day, God, is this snow ever gonna go away?
Yeah.
We trapped. Yeah. We can't go nowhere. The grocery stores ain't got no milk.
Ain't no bread either. They all made milk and bread sandwiches.
It's crazy. When you go in the store and you see that people have just panic bought everything, it's almost comical.
It's always, it is comical to me because I used to work at a grocery store.
So you'd see those people coming in just get everything.
Yeah, get everything.
16 loaves of bread.
We need 5 things of tissue. We need 5 24 packs of tissue. Get 8 cases of water. 3 gallons of milk.
Doomsday prepping. We may never see the sun again. We don't know how long this is going to last.
This is another topic, but when COVID was first introduced to the world, people went crazy at the grocery stores, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy at the grocery stores. We couldn't keep toilet paper in. We couldn't keep tissue in. We couldn't keep bread in. It was just crazy.
I had to change the grocery store I shopped at just to find food. I had to go to multiple grocery stores just to
get everything on your groceries list. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Business was booming, though.
Knock on wood, but I doubt there'll ever be another time in our lives like that.
I found it comical, though.
Man, you remember March of 2020?
Oh,
the whole world shut down.
The world went crazy. We had no bread, no milk.
I was in one of my, I think it was my contracts class.
Yeah.
And the whole classroom gets this alert at the same time.
Uh-huh.
School is canceled immediately. And so some people were like, excuse me, professor. Class has now been canceled. We're supposed to leave now. And they're like, what? No. I got to finish this. You saw there was a divide right then. Some people were like, it's unsafe for me to be here. I got to go. And so about half the class left, and I was one of the people that stayed. I was like, I'm gonna stay here. The teacher's gonna finish the lecture. I'm gonna get my lecture.
Right. I'm gonna get an A. But y'all ain't gonna get an A. But
after that, I didn't have another class on campus for over a year.
Dang, man, I was working at a grocery store, and the first day it was on a Friday when I guess the world COVID-19 blah blah. And bro, we were busy from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock when I got off that day. I had to work extra 2 hours just because we were so busy at work. People came in they got off work early just to come to the grocery store and get groceries, and it was a big day for the business, but for the grocery business anyways.
Part of me was a little scared because I had this property professor, and I don't know, when I first it's my first year of law school, and so just these professors are some of the smartest people that I feel like I've ever spoken to. Right. At least they present themselves that way.
Uh-huh.
And one of my property professors, he made jokes but wasn't joking for
He Rudy Gobert it, huh?
About say again?
He Rudy Gobert the situation, huh?
No, he did not Rudy Gobert the situation. Complete opposite. He would make jokes such as he was like, yeah, we may have a property final in this class, but who knows? Maybe COVID will come and it'll killed us all before then. Maybe you guys should have started doomsday prepping like I have. Ha 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 ha. And we're like, huh? What did he just say? He's like, I'm serious. You need to be reading the reports in Europe right now. This is serious. And it's I've been doomsday prepping for months.
Dang.
I'm like, this is in November, it felt like.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what does this guy know that we don't know?
He knew.
And then, sure enough, 3 months later, we're like, holy crap, he was right. We should have been doomsday prepping for a minute.
I knew it was serious when the NBA season got shut down. Mid-season.
And Rudy Gobert was making them jokes all over the mic.
He was the first one that had COVID.
And that sucks because I'm pretty sure in that press conference, they're going to tell him, hey, you can't be talking to these people. You got COVID. And on the way out, he's like, terrible look.
Oh,
terrible look.
Yeah, that's crazy. He played too much. But, yeah, I knew it was serious when they shut the whole NBA season down. Things were getting canceled. It was just crazy year. Dang, imagine telling our kids about that in the future if we have kids. In the year 2020 is
it's probably be in history books.
It will be.
It'll probably be in history books.
That'll be the one time I would want to listen to my kids tell me what they did in school. I'm just kidding.
Today we learned about COVID-19.
Oh, tell me more. What happened?
Really
what they say?
Dad?
Oh yeah, it was serious.
It wasn't that scary.
It wasn't that serious. They just.
I don't know. Some for us, the younger generation.
They're gonna see people.
I don't know. They're gonna take it too lightly. Some people probably did lose loved ones and stuff, and there was some serious tones to that situation. But for the longevity that the country shut down for, it seemed uncalled for.
Yeah, it's everyone.
Because it was just one day nothing's open, and it didn't seem that to me there wasn't a slow integration period. Yeah. I guess there was the mask.
It was a social distancing.
The stay inside period, the mask period, and all of a sudden everything's good period.
Social distancing.
Oh yeah, social distancing.
You couldn't be within.
I probably shouldn't say this, but there was after they let us back on campus, they had QR codes on every seat on campus, and no matter where you sat in the library and it really was bogus. They really cut the seating in the library down drastically,
Dang.
So you couldn't even sit in most areas. And if there was a spot that you could sit in, you had to like mark. You're supposed to tag yourself with a QR code in every seat. Like I did it for a little bit, but after a while, it's like I'm not like sending you a form that I sit down in this chair from these hours.
You want
it just seemed like too much.
You want to know what we have to do at the grocery store? You know how like you have a customer like that's standing in a line. We have to like tape off like 7 feet and put a piece of tape here. 7 feet from that place, put a piece of tape here, just so people can stay in line in like a single filed way.
You got people all the way back there by the milk just trying to check out.
Yep, that's what happened.
People would see that line and try to cut in. Hey, no, you back there.
Hey, you back there. Hey, step back.
7 foot behind me, bucko.
Step back. You 6 feet. We asked for 7 feet, man. It was that serious, bro.
Keep moving.
Keep moving.
Keep moving.
6.5, 6 3/4. Yeah, right there.
That's good. That's good. You stay right there. Don't move till I move. You move on me.
Yeah.
My cue.
And then like we had 2 doors, like 2 entries. So one door would be like the customers coming in this door. Other door you got to go out. You can't come in the door that you came out. Like it was real crazy. So let's just say you checking out at the register that's closer to the entry door, but you got to walk all the way down here to the exit door. It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
There's got to be a documentary being made about this somewhere.
And I want to watch it.
The COVID years.
I want to watch it just so I can see like how it was in other people's eyes and just to see other people's perspectives. Because I honestly think I'm like you. I think it was kind of uncalled for a little bit.
Yeah. What a time.
What a time to be alive.
But yeah, man, something I've been doing more, like I don't really have like a New Year's resolution this year.
I do.
But something I have been doing more of is I've been reading.
Same here, man. Same here.
So I used to like always want to read like serious like self-help books.
Yeah.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Uh-huh.
You know, all that stuff that like how can I better myself and be more impactful in the world. But recently I've just been reading just like what I've been reading is I read this series in high school. The Percy Jackson series. They've recently released like a show for it. Okay. So I like been going back and rereading the books. And I don't know. It's been enjoyable to sit down and read for a little bit because I really haven't read anything for my pleasure since even in high school. I wasn't reading for pleasure. I was reading because they made us read books.
Yeah.
This is like the first time that I'm not reading for school. I'm just like sitting down to read a book because I chose to. And it's been pretty good. I'm already like halfway through my second book.
You liking it?
And I didn't even start it till like a week ago.
Yeah, so I've
been knocking it down.
I put it on my New Year's resolution. I don't really make those resolutions, but it's something I want to work on is reading more. And when I'm at the gym, I'm on the bike, I tend to bring a book with me and I read it. I just finished a book called The Two Most Important Days of Our Lives. And not to talk much about it, but it's just about a high school principal who was recently retiring from a high school that he worked at for over 40 years. And he ran into like his son. He reconnected with his son in chapter 1, and the next 3 chapters he met former students, and it kind of gave you a life lesson. And at the end, he kind of gave his like retirement speech to the graduating class, and it was kind of cool. I liked it.
That's good. I mean, I feel like it's good to be reading anything. It's probably just good to stimulate the brain. It probably helps build the vocabulary a little bit. I'm finding words that I'm not familiar with that I'm Googling and trying to implement.
Yeah. I'm reading a book that you put me on a couple of years ago. You gave me this book. Told me
Is that my book?
That's your book.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, I think I got that book on my shelf somewhere.
Nah.
And I went to look for it. I was like, oh, but it ain't there.
Shout out to
knock it out, bro. You read it.
Shout out to Aunt Rhonda. Is that who it is?
To who?
Aunt Rhonda.
The author?
Hold on.
What about my Aunt Rhonda? What are you talking about my Aunt Rhonda for?
She's the one who got you this book.
Is her name in there?
She said, "A gift for you. Hi, Cordell. Enjoy your gift from Aunt Rhonda."
For real, my Aunt Rhonda got me that book?
Yeah, I was using it for the bookmark for the longest, but I finally got a bookmark.
No way. I didn't even know that was I thought I bought that for school.
I didn't want to throw it away. I just kept it at the back.
Hey, yeah, for sure. Keep that in there, man. I need that book back one of these days.
Yeah, I was using it.
Shout out my Aunt Rhonda.
Shout out to Aunt Rhonda.
I didn't know she gave me that.
Yeah, I was using it for a bookmark until I got one recently.
I'm going to have to text her and tell her you said thank you, man. She'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, tell her I appreciate her for getting you the book because you put me on. So, yeah.
Shout out my Aunt Rhonda. I'm pretty sure she subscribes.
Hey, shout out to Aaron Runner for subscribing to our stuff. Believing in two men.
Yeah, speaking now, leave a comment and subscribe below. But yeah, I don't know. The stuff you've been reading has probably been like more impactful and helpful, and I want to get a balance of that. Like I'm reading these kind of just fictional novels that are kind of fun reads. Stuff I got right now is about like Greek mythology, which I guess it could be borderline educational, but I mean it's really just like scratching the surface of Greek mythology, and also I don't know how much I value the knowledge of Greek mythology. Like it's kind of cool, but I don't know if that's like any like thing of a substance that's going to be valuable in my life. But I got other books that I've been.
Do you remember the Greek alphabet?
I guess they're out here, right there.
Do you remember the Greek alphabet?
Here, turning simple disciplines into massive success and happiness. This is one I want to read this year. And I got another one called The Richest Man That Ever Lived. I'm only one chapter in, but like this guy talks about how he read the book of Proverbs or one book of Proverbs every day for a month, and then at the start of the next month he just did it again. And Proverbs are all about wisdom and trying to find ways to be the bigger man and be wiser and make more disciplined decisions. And so I need to get back into doing that and reading my own Proverbs, but also reading that book in itself and seeing more lessons and stuff that I could implement.
Yeah,
I thought that book was right here. It might be behind my computer. I can't see.
Hey, when you get done with that one, let me get that one too, and I'll give this one back.
All right, but it's like a library, bro. You better return. You got to return the first one.
Yeah, I'll be done. I'll be done with the first one by then.
Awesome. Yeah, dude, we gotta keep holding each other accountable.
I'm 4 chapters in right now with this book. I just started it back on it when I finished my other book Tuesday, so I'm still fairly new reading this one, but I like it. But when you
do you remember that other book I recommended we read?
I bought that one.
I bought it too. Did you finish it?
I started a couple pages and I just trying to turn it off. It was like a movie. I was like, I don't know. I don't know about this one.
We can talk about that one later, man. Maybe we can start like a book club. We can start like a book club side channel.
If you listening or watching this and you read books, holler at us. We're gonna start a book club podcast where we talk about the books that we read in the past month or so. So, any book lovers out there,
that'd be good. Let me write that idea down, bro. You're on fire with the ideas tonight.
I know a few of them. I know a few people that like to read books and listen to audiobooks and things like that. But yeah, that one book I'm looking at it right now. It's sitting on my dresser, and I haven't touched it in over 2 years. I think I touched it when I moved it. But other than that, man, I hadn't touched that thing.
I think I touched it when I moved it. Yeah, I got it up there too. I don't know if that one's going to be like as enlightening on life.
That'll be one of those. It'll be one of those reads. If I don't have anything else to read, I'll pick it up and see if I can read it.
It's abstract, and some of the stuff is just like kind of harsh topics about life, which maybe it's a good conversation to have. But also, in some aspects, like I just disagree with this guy.
Yeah,
and so I don't know. It's a tough read for me.
The first page was like, I don't know if I want to keep continuing to read this, but I don't know if you remember.
I thought I liked the first chapter, and then like the second chapter, I was like, man, I don't remember. Each chapter was like a different manifesto, is what he called it, about pop culture and about the struggles of life.
But I feel like we should read it one day just to say we read it and give our opinion
for the book club.
For the book club. But you were saying about the Greek. You were doing some Greek reading. Do you remember the Greek alphabet?
I got it on my one of my keyboards on my phone.
Dang, I don't have it.
I could probably get through it. And it's just muscle memory.
I'm putting you on the spot.
It's not like I know it. You put me on the spot right now?
Yeah.
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, theta, eta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, Psi, Phi, Chi, Omega.
You forgot Upsilon, Phi.
I don't know. I named a bunch of them. I don't know if that's all of them.
You've missed a couple, but it's cool.
I tried.
You did well, man. Yeah, that was a long time ago. A long time ago.
Shout out to college. But so recently, like I said, I've been reading those books. It's like the Percy Jackson series, and they recently made a Disney adaptation of it, which I feel pretty good about because, I mean, reading those books, that was like my Harry Potter. Like I know some like the generation kind of before me, like 5, 6, 7 years before me, they probably read Harry Potter and like that was like their cool magical fantasy world. For me, it was this Percy Jackson series, and it was about the Greek gods and all that. And they made a movie about it probably a decade ago. and it was so bad.
For real?
It was like the first time I think I experienced true disappointment as a kid.
Yeah, it sucks when the
I
movie
was so
doesn't.
excited for the movie.
It sucks
It
when a
just let me
movie
down.
doesn't live up to the hype of the book. You know, like it just kind of is a letdown.
I feel like people probably experience that with most books they read that get adapted into movies.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's like the biggest one that comes to mind, but I didn't read the Harry Potter books, so I thought the movies were great.
Yeah, I never read any of the books. I just thought the books had they looked cool.
I got one of them right here.
Let me see. Yeah, see,
That's
look,
the first Harry Potter book.
that just looks cool, doesn't like?
Yo, they did a great job casting that cat. Harry Potter, they did a great job casting him.
Yeah, I bought a Harry Potter book at a book fair one year, and I don't think I read it. I just wrote like Dear Diaries and talked about how I had a crush on this girl who was very pretty.
I think one year at a book fair, I bought the whole set, like all the books that were currently out at the time. And then my mom was like, "What the heck are you doing with that money? We have all the books already. Your brother bought them. You go return those books right now." And so she drugged me back up to the school and made me go return them. And I was like crying because my mom was like so mad at me for being wasteful.
Yeah, I just bought books.
And it's like I never bought anything at the book fair. I just wanted to buy something from the book fair that year. I didn't know we had the books. And she also, when we came back, she like made me read them. And like I started the first one, I don't think I ever finished.
You want to buy them that bad? You finna read all these books.
Dude, I was just crying. I was wiping away tears, just trying to read the book. And my mom was just yelling at me.
Yeah, I wish I would have developed a better reading habit when I was younger. It would have continued as I got older.
Well, we're gonna start it now, man. We still young.
We started now.
Coming.
You're right. Book club is coming.
We'll have our first book club episode at the end of February.
Bet that's perfect timing. That's perfect timing.
That'll be good. But going back to just those books that I've been reading in that Disney adaptation, I've been watching the show on Disney Plus, and the show's good. But there's a character on there that you may recognize. He's done cut all his hair off, but it's Adam Copeland. Edge.
Honestly,
Edge from the WWE wrestlers.
I see clearly.
He plays the God of War in the show.
How is his acting?
And I think he does a great job in that role.
Great job. Okay.
So I mean, he's good. All the actors are young. Like they're supposed to be portraying like 12-year-old kids, and so the actors are young, and so I don't know. Some of their delivery isn't as good as you might see with like some A-list celebrity actors.
Yeah.
But I'm giving them a chance. They're going to grow into the role. Hopefully they make 5 seasons of this and for the 5 iterations of the books.
I know something that he would definitely get on the spot. If they asked him to spear somebody, he would get that right on. That's one thing he get down.
The next episode coming out is like a big fight with him.
Yeah, he's going
to... it cut off with him like holding a sword over his back, like ready to go.
He's definitely using the spear.
The next episode that comes out, it's going to be his fight scene.
He going to spear him, bro. That was one of my favorite wrestling moves.
They should.
That'll be lit.
They made a reference earlier in the book. His gift to his daughter, early in the show, his gift to his daughter was a spear.
Lit.
So lit. I didn't even put it all together yet, but that actually is a great reference.
That's lit. That's lit.
Yeah, but it got me thinking. Like he does a good job in that role. Like he's supposed to be like the scary and angry guy, and he's banging the table. And he does pretty good in comparison to those actors who I don't think are like that polished yet. And so what he did was kind of acting anyway, like in his past career. But it got me thinking about other wrestlers that have become movie actors. And like the two big, who the first two that come to mind?
The Rock.
Yep.
Dave Bautista.
Oh, that wasn't the first one to come to my mind. I was.
Oh, John Cena. He just said he was retiring from wrestling for good. That's what he said recently.
Probably for the best.
I didn't realize he was 40, bro.
I mean, shoot, he'd been wrestling for a while.
You can't see me, bro.
He was great. He was like, he was like the biggest wrestler of my childhood.
Yeah, for sure. He had like
Stone. I was like a little young for Stone Cold.
What?
But John Cena was the guy.
What?
What?
But yeah, John Cena.
But I mean, the Rock. I feel like I don't know if is the Rock a good actor?
I think so.
I mean, I feel like he's just always like big heroic guy. I feel like Dave Bautista and John Cena have been kind of funny. I don't know if I've seen the Rock be funny. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just being honest. I don't know if I've seen him in a role that's not
like him being
big.
I get it.
Yeah, like I guess there was the Tooth Fairy movie.
You ever seen Gridiron Game? I mean, he was
he did a good job in that.
He was
the
coach. Yeah, he was. I think he did that. I like that movie.
In Moana, he sang. I know he was just a voice, but he did that sing. He did a singing.
What else movie?
A song.
Did you ever see Walk and Talk?
It's like a Walk and Talk.
That was one of his first movies he ever did. It was. I never really seen it. It was kind of weird, but
he did the Scorpion King too.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm thinking of. I think he did Walk and Talk.
Scorpion King was like one of his first movies that I remember.
Yeah.
John Cena's been in a lot of stuff. He was in Blockers.
The Marine.
That's the first one that comes to mind. He was like, huh?
The Marine was his first one, right?
Maybe, probably. I don't know. I'll believe you.
Yeah, that's one of the first ones I knew him in. The Marine. Yeah, I forgot what he did, but I think it was him and some other famous actress in there. But
he recently did Suicide Squad with DC.
Yep.
And he's like funny in that role too. I'm sure The Rock has done some stuff that's funny that I'm just not thinking of.
Stone Cold has been in some movies, I think.
He was in Expendables.
And he was in Grown Ups too. One of the Grown Ups, but yeah, it's with Chris Rock, Adam Sandler.
In that movie, he tells Adam Sandler to punch him.
Yeah,
he's like, punch me, man.
Yeah,
you look good in front of your kid.
Right? Yeah, yes, that's what. Yeah,
I remember that scene.
Who else?
Don't you ever talk about me in front of my family.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was the ending of it.
Dude. That's good. I remember Hot Rod. Roddy Piper. He did one movie where he was the star. I think it's called They Live Among Us. It's like an independent, not a well-known film, but he's like the star, and he picks up a pair of glasses, and when he puts the glasses on, he can look at some people and see they're aliens. And the aliens are infiltrated the White House, and they're the political leaders. And
that sounds right.
The whole movie is him trying to tell the public that, hey, the free world order has been taken over by aliens.
Do you remember his theme song? It would be what is it, banjos?
I think it was bagpipes.
Yeah, bagpipes. That's what they were. Bagpipes. I said banjos. What? Anyway, bagpipes. It was cool.
Was he actually Scottish?
I don't think
probably
so.
Not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. But you said Dave Bautista. His most famous role has definitely been Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he was in one movie that I watched. I started the other night. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, he was in that one. But the one you mentioned, that's his most famous one. I know.
I think he's hilarious in Guardians of the Galaxy, but so much of that I think is the writing. Yeah. He does a good job of doing his role, but there's one scene where he's like, "I'm moving so slow, you can't see me." Eating potato chips.
Who's your top 5 wrestlers of all time?
Top 5 wrestlers? I mean, John Cena, Stone Cold, Triple H, Edge. Big Show came to mind. By the way, the Big Show had his own sitcom for a little bit. I watched 3 episodes.
Yeah.
But probably RVD. I remember RVD with the 5-star frog splash. Just quick 5. The Rock was cool, but I just kind of missed The Rock. And
yeah, he didn't.
I say Stone Cold?
Yeah, you said Stone Cold. Shawn Michaels.
The glass breaking is still iconic to me.
Yeah, that's when you heard that glass break, stuff's about to go down.
Yeah.
What about HBK? I just like the theme music though.
Was it his? I heard somebody singing this the other day, and I was like, "Is that the HBK theme song?" But they were singing this. They said, "Oh, you know I'm sexy," and I was like, "Is that Shawn Michaels' theme song?"
I'm just a sexy
I couldn't remember.
Boy. Sexy boy. Yeah.
That's it. I don't know what they were singing, but it made me think of Shawn Michaels.
And
Generation X was awesome.
Part of me felt when I was younger, I was like, okay, that's Shawn Michaels singing that song, because it has to be. It sounds just like him, but I don't think it was him singing the song.
I think growing up, we all kind of thought they were singing their own walkout songs. Because I mentioned the Big Show, and it's like, I just Big Show.
That's definitely Big Show. And Triple H, time to play the game. I thought that was him saying that.
What about Randy Orton?
I never thought
hear a voice.
I never thought that was
I didn't think
Randy
that
Orton.
was him.
I never thought that was
We
him.
mentioned Edge. I don't know if I thought that was Edge singing.
Oh, that's that. I don't know if that. I don't. But most of them, I'm like, okay, Booker T. Can you dig it, sucker? That was Booker T.
Those are just that's like a good like catchphrase they put out there.
Yeah,
because he's got to get everybody's attention.
What about Goldust?
It was like some music. I feel like that's a good depiction of it.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly
that was
what it was, but
that's Cody Rhodes' brother.
Yeah, shout out Cody Rhodes.
Shout out Cody
and
Rhodes.
Dusty.
And Dusty Rhodes. And Dustin Rhodes. That's Goldust.
That is Goldust.
That's Goldust.
You're right, man. Hey, but I think this has been good, dude. You've got some good ideas. We got two new shows probably coming up, and
we got Bet.
One in the next month, and another one in the next year.
Yeah, we got Bet, and we got the book club show. I'm excited for both of them. Like I said,
and we got Bet.
Bet.
We got Bet starting probably in like July.
Bet
or August.
Bet. So like until then, I'm gonna start like doing my research, and I think they release the schedules soon after the Super Bowl or whatever. So I'm gonna see who's gonna be playing who. We're gonna maybe some free agents signed here. Maybe there's some trades that happen. You never know. But I'm gonna just get to study in and see what my team is looking like and what their matchups are gonna be.
Let's go Lions.
Let's go Lions. It's been great, man. Peace.
Yeah, it's been good. Welcome back to, hope you enjoyed another episode.
All right, pal.